ओके, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। सो हमने जोसेफ एंड्रयूज़ के शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन जो हैं वो स्टार्ट किए हुए थे। फर्स्ट 20 जो हैं वो कर लिए थे। आज नेक्स्ट 20 जो हैं वो करते हैं। ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट। हाउ एडम्स इज़ बेल्ड फ्रॉम द एक्यूजेशन ऑफ रॉबिंग द assailants. The young man take Adams and the woman to the justice of peace, where the woman is revealed as Fanny, Joseph's beloved. The justice of peace is about to commit Adams and Fanny to prison when a bystander recognizes Adam and vouches for him as a clergyman and a gentleman. Who is Betty? Betty is a chambermaid in the inn of Mr. Twohouse. She is a good by nature. She cares Joseph much when he needs it. But later she becomes lusty and her associations with Joseph ends adequately. What other crises Joseph and Adam face in the next scene? When Joseph and Fanny, accompanied by Parson Adams, meet in the next inn, they discover that they have another inn bill that they cannot pay. Parson Adams goes to Tulipper, a wealthy person of the parish, for the help, but he reacts badly to Adams' request. Here again, the peddler loans Adams, and thus they are able to pay the bill. Who is Mr. Barnabas? Barnabas is a clergyman. He never takes a drink. He reluctantly attends Joseph during his recovery from the attack by the ruffians. How the hypocrisy of hunter of men come out when offers a dinner to a traveler. When Adams, Joseph and Fanny are on their way to the country hunting, dogs comes upon them. The owner of the hounds is a sadistic squire who, after seeing the lovely Fanny, who offers them a dinner later, Parsons' servant tie Adams and Joseph make off with Fanny. Luckily, Lady Booby's servant reach the spot and rescue them. What do you know about Leonora? Leonora is solitary resident of a grand house. She is a shallow woman who once left the hard-working Horatio for the perky Bellarmine. Where does Lady Booby hear the news of Joseph and Fanny's marriage? Lady Booby hears the news of Joseph and Fanny's marriage when she attends church on Sunday. She summons Adams next day for a browbeating. She claims to oppose the marriage on the basis that they will raise a family of beggars in the parish. Who is Horatio? Horatio is a lawyer who intends to marry Leonora. He fails in marrying Leonora because she is prone to a wealthy and flamboyant Bellarmine. Who saves Adam's son from drowning? When Fanny and Joseph arrives at the Adams home, Sam arrives to tell him that his youngest son Dick has drowned in the river, but later we come to know that his son is saved by the peddler. Who is Bellarmine? Bellarmine is a cavalier who likes Leonora for her beauty. He steals Leonora away from Horatio. He finally rejects her when he comes to know that she will not bring any dowry with her. How do Fanny and Joseph true identities come out? After rescuing Duck, Joseph, Fanny and Peddler and the Adams all dine together. There the Peddler helps in knowing the true identities of Fanny and Joseph. Fanny is revealed as the real sister of Pamela and Joseph as the lost son of the Wilsons. Write a few words about Mrs. Greybeards. Mrs. Greybeards is a snobbish stagecoach passenger. She is not ready to travel with Joseph, a footman. She afterwards is revealed to be the daughter of a man who was once a lord's servant. What do you know about Mr. Justice? Mr. Justice is a local magistrate. He never takes his responsibilities seriously. He hears the case of Mr. Adams and Fanny when Fanny's attacker accuses them of having beaten and robbed him. Write a few words about Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson is Joseph's real father. He is a gentleman who is enjoying a retired life. He lives a virtuous and simple life. He is happy when he finds his lost son Joseph. What do you know about Mrs. Wilson? Mrs. Wilson is the Joseph's real mother. She once redeemed him from debtor's prison, having been the object of his undeclared love for some time. Write a few lines on Peddler. The peddler is an important character in the novel. He pays Mr. Adams' bill when he is unable to pay to innkeeper in honors. He also rescues Mr. Adams' drowning son. In the end of the novel, he reveals the real parentage of both Joseph and Fanny. What do you know about Parson Tulliver? Tulliver is a capitalist and a greedy clergyman. He is more interested in hog farming than in caring of souls. He refuses to lend Mr. Adams money for paying his inn bill. Who is Hunter of Man? Hunter of Man is an odd and rather brutal country gentleman who sets his hunting dogs on Mr. Adams. He further allows his friend to play cruel jokes on him. He also attempts to kidnap Fanny. Who is Lawyer Scott? Scott is a lawyer. He is a man with dubious character. He tells Mr. Adam and Joseph has worked long enough to gain a settlement in Lady Booby's parish. At the same time, he supports Lady Booby's attempt to expel Joseph and Fanny. ओके तो जोसेफ एंड्रयू के शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन जो हैं वो कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं. कल इंशाल्लाह एक नए नॉवल के शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस जो हैं वो करेंगे. ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज़. स्टे ट्यून एंड सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल.